Yes?
Bagley here. How did everything go earlier?
I might have just found us some fresh meat. Ready?
Anything about DedSec.
I swear we're just gonna drop dead. Back away! Do not interfere!
No, absolutely not. If you've been lying, then I withdraw from the case.
Stop answering your calls. Can't get hold of
The bug, nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain.
Yum yum.
Hello, bugs. This is the bug. I'm Andy. This is Alice, and today we're going to be pretending that everything is fine. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? That was as long as I could manage. That's a second and a half. A reality time now, however. And, well, finally today, we're going to road test the latest update to the CSA app, the government app that has brought the great British tradition of snitching on people you don't like back to the very heart of public life, the school playground. I'm going to tell a new threat that's got a whole new lease of life these days, thanks to CSA. And isn't Britain all the more fun because of it? No more grumbling about your neighbours playing their music too loud. Just simply report them to the state and have them, shall we say, involuntarily rehoused at Hotel Cass, the chain of hotels that was formerly known as the prison service. What's the slogan? Is it, if you see something, say something, or if you think you might at some point see something, say something, or if you haven't seen anything but don't like someone, say something anyway. So, well, let's have a look at this new app. Alice, I'm sure you've got it on your phone. I mean, at first glance, well, the interface is lovely. It's so neatly designed, a simple button to snitch on someone. That's so much better than non-government informer apps like Stool-Easy, Can Help, and Arc Shark. Look, I just need to geocache where the person I'm ratting on currently is. Let's call her, for the sake of argument, Alice.
Sorry, Andy, I was busy reporting you to the authorities for rolling your eyes when passing a Nigel Cass propaganda poster.
Can you not let me report you first, please? Let's have some decorum about this. I'll just take a quick little photo so they can get a drone to pick you out of a crowd at your next riot or trip to the shops or walk in the woods. And you can input your accusations with the app. Well, let's go old school. Let's call the phone line. Let's call the phone line. Here's the number, listeners, in case you want to dob someone in, as long as it's not me. 0044 203 807 3832. And don't forget to get the permission of the person who pays your bills before you call that number.
Hey, I'd like to report my co-host Andrew, who runs an underground satirical anti-government comedy show, for running and co-hosting an underground satirical anti-government comedy show. Also, he does terrible puns.
Well, excuse me, I have a suspect for you. That is my co-host.
I've taken the liberty of perusing the shipping manifests. Can Kelly took possession of 3 crates originating from Cairo.
Filled with Kronos X, I'd wager. Let's bust up this little drug party, shall we?
About that, the crates have some kind of trap mechanism that releases nerve gas when tampered with. Surprisingly creative security measure. Normally they rely on burly lads with sacks of doorknobs.
Fortunately, destroying things without touching them is one of my fortes.
We'll report back in the next episode about whether or not we've been arrested.
fucking still. I'm searching you. I didn't know about you. Get over here.
Search.
Drone, look around the area.
Heads up!
Searching for target.
We need to lock it down. Wait!
Find who's hacking that drone. Drone, start searching.
Oh, this shit is... Okay, we need to search the area. Drone, do a search.
Lock it down. Someone has hacked us.
Forget it. No one's here.
Fucking hell!
Don't stand around. Go.
the lot. That'll make the streets marginally cleaner. Get out of there. Well, the supply is taken care of, but the supply line is still functional.
I can help with that. Clan Kelly gets their Kronos X out of Cairo through a broker. Abby Tran. I found out through an informant that she accompanied the latest shipment.
Then we might be able to find her at the shipyard.
We need to keep that rubbish off the streets.
This is the shipyard where Clan Kelly received the Kronos X. Time to find Abby Tran and make sure she doesn't broker any more deals.
I've looked into this drug. It was developed for the military. In low doses, it heightens reflexes, lowers response times, turns soldiers into killing machines. That's not exactly the sort of thing you just put on the streets. Perhaps the Kellys intended to use it to sharpen up their goons.
Right, let's find this joker. Hey, drone, run a search.
Hello, Mrs. Kelly? This is Mr. Forster, curator at London Museum. Yes, we spoke previously about the artifacts your team has found on the Finsbury grounds. The board has deliberated, and we've decided to accept your offer of protecting the artifacts for us in exchange of a monthly fee from the museum. Yes, thank you, Mrs. Kelly.
The fucking rat has vanished. Let's go.
Spread out. We'll nail this one.
I know you're around here. I see your spider bot. Get him.
What you play with yourself? Come on. Now, scumbag. Shit, just relax. Get and move on.
Yeah. Saw some pigs try arresting this street artist.
I'll have you know, I'm actually quite important. Yes. No, that sounds... Ugh.
If you're gonna call yourself a street artist, you gotta do better than this pig bollocks.
We will never cost someone like that. Get lost. I'm serious. You think I'm not serious? Why don't you just crawl off into a ditch and die alone? Hello? What are you doing?
What?
Welcome back to The Upload. Today we're talking about cryptocurrency. Crypto now seems like it's been around forever, but it's really quite a new invention. Were you an early adopter?
I was one of the first that was in this market. That seemed to be a new way of financial transactions, a new way of money. It's something that we could completely reinvent and change some of the legacy financial systems around the world and really give power back to the people.
Yeah, it was a real shift in the way that the world works. Let's recap the basics. So, central to cryptocurrency is the distributed ledger technology, the tech that keeps track of all transactions. And what this means is you can have a decentralized system without having to trust any one party, like old-fashioned banks.
One of the reasons why I got involved so early was that you could stay anonymous.
Yeah, the features of cryptocurrency very much fit into that early mindset. It was all about finding an alternative to centralized systems. It was kind of a countercultural punk ethos. The whole point of the distributed ledger is you're not trusting any one person to keep track of who has...
Oh, hi. Are you with... Oh, how do I put this? I recently reached out to some people who... Fuck. This is impossible.
Get a hold of yourself. I'm with DedSec.
Shite. That's a relief. Can't be too careful, right? With them Albion wankers. But you... I don't know if you understand how much people appreciate what you've done in Southwark.
Thank you.
We'll get this. I've done a little bit of hacking myself, right? Real quiet. Don't dig too deep where they might have caught on, but guess what I found? Albion's Global Information Centre is right here in London. Global! You understand? Everything's run out of there. Coordinated, like operations, tactical, whatever. Even finances. The sheer amount of data is The server banks needed to manage all this shite are huge.
Ah, so we throw a spanner in the works and their international operations go haywire. I love it. Where to?
Christ, can't believe this is actually happening. Okay, it's all in Nexus Tower. Do this, and it'll really rally the borough DedSec.
It didn't take long for startups to see an opportunity.
This is a huge opportunity to really stick it to Albion. Not just here, but everywhere they operate. Everywhere they're stomping on human rights.
The server floor is accessed by elevator, and seeing how this is pretty much Albion's global war room, expect heavy security.
All vehicles must be correctly registered.
It handled worse than this.
They're around here somewhere. We're all clear over here. Please. No. Gun! Please. I've had enough. Stand back. You're in trouble now. Huh? Wait, hang on. What was that? There's something over there. Can I help you? Bloody security system.
searching. Gun, keep an eye out.
Hang on, what happened here? Come on, no! Asshole.
And no human zone. How refreshing. So clean, so organised, so peaceful. They follow strict environmental controls in the server silos. Luckily, you can take control over the maintenance drones.
The easiest way to completely scramble their information center would be to cause a surge in the power core.
So what's the plan?
They use high-capacity battery banks to ensure backup power. If you can find one, simply drop it in the core and that'll do it.
Let's see what we can scrounge up.
Drop this battery bank in the core and Albion logistics, done. Tactical assessment, kaput. Whatever operational algorithms they rely on, all gone. Get to it. There goes Albion's Global Information Center. How about we let the people of Southwark know? I have an idea.
Brilliant! The entire borough must have seen that one.
Add this to everything else you've done in Southwark. The people are going to back you dead sec. And so am I. You can call on me if you think I can be of help. Anytime. Cheers.
Our pleasure, darling. And who knows? One day it might be you helping us.
Ha! How do you like that?
The news that Albion's Global Operations Center is out of commission is bound to get people thinking that things are on the outs for Albion. You did well.
Thank you.
Is a new neighbor acting strangely? Report the activity. Business.
OUT. Out.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast source for what they don't want you to know. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service, better known as SIRS. Why not? They're going to be listening anyway.
Ooh, a getaway driver. I would have to see their car first.
From what I've heard, a nice car can compensate for a lot of things.
And shut down free speech. Instead, we're going to look at how SIRS became so powerful. And as usual, we'll keep everyone's names and locations secret, so SIRS doesn't come looking for them. Ian was a veteran political writer and podcaster back in the days of pre-crisis Britain.
Is the world we're living in now fascist? Well, this is what fascism is. It is the complete and total control of the individual. The desire to basically say to the individual, nothing in your life matters. On an individual basis, you are now part of...
You should be able to find Abby Tran somewhere nearby. Time to put an end to Abby Tran's dealings with Clan Kelly. Take her out.
That's it. I'm looking for him. Done here. Fucker's gone. I need cover. Fuck me. Fucker's gone.
I need cover.
They won't be hiding for long.
Well, Abby Tran won't be brokering any drug shipments in that state.
Great work. Kronos X was on the verge of becoming a huge problem. You've saved lives by keeping it off the streets.
And we stuck it to Clan Kelly in the process. Not bad, if I do say so.
We're not done by a long shot. But this is a step in the right direction.
Lock it down.
We're starting to see the merger of private data and metadata held by the state into what are called social credit systems. This is where every aspect of your behaviour is monitored and toppled up by a central system. So they score you as a person who wants a credit card. Stop you from doing things in society based on your behaviour. And this can be as trivial as if you vote in the wrong place, you might lose points if you do some community activities.
He's wearing out.
Arsehole. Ian was a veteran political writer and podcaster back in the day.
Dumb fuck.
Fuck's sake! Not letting this one get away. I lost the shithead. Oh, I'm done looking.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Bucking In, your pirate podcast source for what they don't want you to know. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service, better known as SIRS. Why not? They're going to be listening anyway. They're listening to everything. But don't worry, we're not going to say anything bad about a massive, unaccountable spy organisation that uses its powers to stifle dissent and shut down. Back in the days of pre-crisis Britain.
If the world we're living in now fascist, well, this is what fascism is. It is the complete and total control.
The city of London is actively tracking and searching for dangerous.
If the shithead's gone, then it's not my problem anymore.
There's a lot of constant.
individual basis, you are now part of the whole, part of the nation, and the only meaning that you will find in your life is to become... soul of the people. He never does, it's just a myth, but that's what... Fascism often works with corporations, and it's doing this. Operate as each other's proxies.
Charles is an expert in the dark arts of surveillance who worked to set up democratic media and post-communist states. How did it go so wrong in Britain?
You know, we're looking at all the wrong things when we look at Britain's crisis. There's a lot of concentration on data and how that's been used and manipulated. And what we haven't looked at is the power structure.
Hey, boss, get back to me as soon as you can. We've had a situation here. This geezer paid us a visit this morning, kept asking about the blood he found on his ship, looking stressed and scared. I said, "What are you talking about, sir?" And he showed me them pictures he got on his phone. I must say, our lads fucked it up. It was a real mess. Got me proper vexed. I told him before, lads.
In order to overthrow governments, and then suddenly all the chickens came home to roost. Nobody could find any receipts for what was paid for. Nobody could figure out how things were done, but everybody had a feeling that something really
stunk, and they couldn't figure it out. And yet, it was standing there in their face the whole time. A couple of different ways that we got where it is that we are. I mean, one is a lot of smaller organizations, small...
Buddy. Deadly serious. No more, right?
We better run.
Lay off, you damn crone. Right, all right. Please stop. You piece of shit.
Please, help.
Something's wrong with that. Shut it down. Shut it down so we can have a look.
Let's find this wanker.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast source for what they don't want you to know. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service, better known as SIRS.
Suspect
Why not?
reported in your area,
They're going to be
potentially
listening
armed and
anyway.
hostile.
They're listening to everything.
Control, we've received the
But
call,
don't
over.
worry, we're not going to say anything bad about a massive, unaccountable spy organization that uses its powers to stifle dissent and shut down free speech. Instead, we're gonna look at how Serge became so powerful.
Can anyone... Balaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Shall we pop in for a quick hello?
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. Before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
My guy is proper paranoid, isn't it?
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Okay.
I believe the main interface is on the rooftop.
Bagley, the windows. Think that's our way in?
Sure, if you can get there. 3 options here. 1, use the window washing platform. 2, find a cargo drone. 3, give up, go home, and resolve to be a better person.
On it. Quite the interior decorator, isn't he? Look at all these traps.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
On it.
Welcome to Claire and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash their hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
My fucking ears!
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
Okay, no need to get excited.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Hardly. More like the exact opposite.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Please don't! We're here to warn you. Albion knows you're in London. You have to run.
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Oh, we know. Why the hell else would I be out here risking my neck?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Oh, please. We're on the same side. Cass already tried to kill us once, and we know he had a hand in the bombings.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think, Amish, think. Shit, fine. You table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Move it! Move it!
Damn!
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Bloody hell. Okay, this is bad. Are these winners always going to be after me?
Until you lose them, yes. Comfortable as ever, yeah?
Control, target is moving onto the water.
Drones are on their way to the suspect.
Control, we have a visual on the suspect. Any sign of the target? Anyone?
Instead, we're going
Return to
how
HQ.
SIRS became
This
so
is
powerful.
pointless.
And as usual, we'll keep everyone...
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizing or some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash 'em. Sorry, Chief. I gotta switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice. Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
Working on an upgrade of his private police state? Brilliant. Does this prick ever take a day off? Whatever he's up to, we need eyes on that meeting.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cybersecurity sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
Used and manipulated, and what we haven't looked at is the power. what actually happened. You know, there's a company that's really very interested in selling passports and making it easy to provide visas for investment and so on. And historically, throughout the world, they've been working with this big data.
Sign up to protect your city today.
Please advise on new detention protocol.
Creep.
Reporting to base, incident under control.
No! No, listen! Right? I ain't even...
Please advise on new detention protocol.
Yeah, of course. Alright.
Base, what's our status on retrieval? Assistance to resume patrol. Over.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast source for what they don't want you to know. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Defense Service, better known as...
And how, pray tell, do you propose that we actually get into the Tower of London?
I'd like to help, fam, but I just caught a whiff now. With all the CTOS cameras, it'd take him less than 5 to ID me. I ain't risking my pretty face.
We need an Albion insider for our caper, one who's willing to turn coat. I've reached out to a contact who works in a nearby pub. Where better to find a bleakly disillusioned anti-hero numbing their conscience with drink, but secretly desperate for redemption. I've let our contact know what we're in the market for, and she's nearby.
Good day.
You lot certainly know how to pick your targets. You do know that Albion have set up their headquarters in there, right?
Yes, I was conscious for the last 6 months, but Nigel Cass has a meeting planned to unveil his new project. Whatever ghastly thing he's up to, we have to stop it.
Fucking Nigel Cass. You're right. Nothing good can come of this. Luckily, I hear loads of sob stories working in a pub. And near this place, quite a few from Albion are dissatisfied with the status quo. You turn on the charm, and I'm sure you can get one to join the good guys. Even got a candidate in mind.
Isn't that interesting? Can you send me their personal info?
I'll have Bagley push it along. Good luck, love.
We're aware of an Albion employee who might be approachable.
Converting one of those Albion swamp creatures won't be easy.
They're jackbooted thugs who regularly murder civilians. If finding a disenchanted employee is really that difficult, humanity's much worse off than I thought. It would also be quite useful to have someone on the inside.
For however long that lasts, Nigel's real good at sniffing out spies.
Personal experience speaking?
Yeah, not really in a sharing mood right now, fam.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast source for what they don't want you to know. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Support Service. Better known. Why not? They're going to be listening.
You look like someone who might want to fight for London.
So, you're DedSec. Or at least, that's what you want me to think. For all I know, you're involved in the takeover.
What?
The takeover. It's already underway. It's happening in secret, across the whole spectrum of London. I've identified key players in the takeover, what they're using, you name it. You want to prove you're not with them? Sabotage them.
I'll try. No promises. Well, that was memorable. Bagley, what's your analysis?
Oh no, he's off his fucking lid for sure. Allegedly, his shadowy cabal is headquartered at a nearby Albion field office. Might be worth investigating regardless.
If there's one thing I love in life, it's proving people wrong. Shall we?
All right, I hear you. Yeah, I know. How you doing?
Hope you're having a good day.
Why?
Used to be. You seem nervous.
What? No, I'm just walking. That's all.
Bagley, what do we have?
Some Albion guards posted here are selling pallets of high-tech weaponry to Clan Kelly at a healthy markup. I mean, sure, it's corrupt, but it hardly rises to the level of evil scheme.
Lovely. Time for a bit of destruction.
Investigating disturbance.
There are the weapons.
Absolutely. If you can, yeah, sure. Yeah, no, honestly, if you would find that would be fantastic. Thank you very much, yeah?
Can someone tell me why I'm guarding a crate?
Because it's worth a lot of money. That's why. Get back to work, okay?
I understand.
Good.
Right. No. Okay. Yep, all right.
Albion is here. You're safe.
Anything to report?
This is strange. The manifest for the shipment you just destroyed mentions an internment facility in the borough, but not one I've heard of. Well, they'll just have to do without the rubber hoses and black masks for a while.
Spider here! Means we've got an intruder. Search the area.
Surveying an Albion curiosity. Defendants will be punished.
Damn it! Think we lost him.
Well, look at you. You stamped out that conspiracy so thoroughly it never existed in the first place. Shall we inform our friend?
Listen, we took care of everything on your list, but there was no evil conspiracy. Just the usual pond life getting rich off London's misery.
Of course, there is no takeover. The takeover already happened. Those cheeky sods already won, but you went after them all the same, so you're probably trustworthy.
DedSec could always use more people. Interested?
All right, mate. I'm in.
We have an Albion operative on our roster. We should let them know they're needed.